isn't any other creature that has had the longevity across cultures and across time periods that the vampire has. There's something about the vampire that is us, and it will stay with us in some form or another. When you first begin to see vampires in literature, of course, it began in superstition. People who were writing about vampires noticed some of these scary stories that were being passed around by, in folklore. And so when they first began writing about vampires the way we understand them, and it is the image of a creature that drinks blood, that is immortal, that penetrates into a family, for example, because they've identified somebody that they want. It really seemed to crystallize with Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think what happened with Dracula was the very first way he was depicted in film was Nosferatu, who was not sexy at all. Then you get Bela Lugosi coming in to play this dashing count with his accent, and he was a sexy vampire. But I think the real turning point was Dark Shadows, because in Dark Shadows in the 1960s you had Barnabas. Dracula was the evil other that had to be destroyed. Barnabas is somebody that everybody's falling in love with and wanting to save. Now you get 1976, we get Salem's Lot and Interview with the Vampire, both being published pretty close together. Salem's Lot is that reptilian, evil other, Dracula-esque vampire that was very popular, but Interview with the Vampire, oh my God, we get to be the vampire. And that's where you begin to get this divergence of the scary, monstrous vampire stuff that kept going, but you also get the romance that now we are seeing really blossom in paranormal romances. I think the vampire is probably going to return to being a metaphor of things that disturb and frighten us. But I think it's going to take a form we've never seen before, because we are looking at a future that we've never seen before and we don't know how to deal with. And it's a future that could be depleting us, like the image of a vampire.